Hi, I'm making this video about the difference between the MPAA, which used to be called the MPAA until September 2019, which now stands for Motion Picture Association, while the MPAA stood for the Motion Picture Association of America. The MPA are the people who decide the age ratings for movies shown in the United States, while here in the UK, the BBFC decide the ratings for movies shown in Britain. The movie ratings the MPA have are G, general audiences, all ages admitted, PG, parental guidance suggested, some material may not be appropriate for children, PG-13, which stands for parent strongly caution, some material may be unsuitable for children under 13, R, restricted under 17, requires accompanying by parent or adult guardian. People in America who are under 17 can watch R-rated movies at the cinema if they're with an adult. And the last movie rating in America has is the NC-17 rating, which is a rating given mainly to pornographic movies, and the NC-17 rating means you have to be 18 or over to watch the movie. The ratings we have here in Britain are U, which is Britain's equivalent rating to G rating in America, PG, which also means parental guidance over here, and then we have 12 or 12A. 12A for the cinema. 12A is the UK's equivalent rating to a PG-13 rating in the US. 12A means 12 or over, or with an adult if you're under 12. Then we have the 15 rating, which means that you have to be 15 older to watch it at the cinema. The BBFC won't allow people under 15 to watch 15 rated films at the cinema, even with an adult. Many people feel, including myself, that we should have a 15A rating, which means people under 15 would be able to watch it with an adult, like with a parent, for example. I think it's about time the BBFC introduces a 15A rating. If Ireland has one, I believe that we should too. The next rating is if it's 18, which means you have to be 18 or older to watch it. Like with the 15 rating, you have to be 18 or older to watch films at the cinema. Most 15 and 18 certificate films by the BBFC get rated R by the MPA. But there are some R-rated movies in America that have only gotten a 12A certificate here in the UK. Some examples are The King's Speech, Never Let Me Go, and Terminator 3, all gotten a 12A certificate by the BBFC but an R rating by the MPA. The MPA rated The King's Speech an R due to one scene where King George curses during speech therapy. The BBFC gave it a 12A rating due to the swearing being in a speech therapy context. Never Let Me Go got a R rating in America due to some sexuality and nudity, while BBFC gave it a 12A rating due to the BBFC being more lenient on sex and language for movies than the US is, basically. And also, the MPAA barely ever give out NC-17 ratings, because it has to be like really pornographic, really sexual, really bad to get that rating, and for movies rated NC-17 it can't be shown at the cinema, period. And now that America barely gives out G ratings, while here in the UK U ratings are quite common. Let me click glasses. So basically, Inside Out, for example, and Up got PG ratings in America, while U ratings over here. But ironically, Toy Story and Cars are both rated PG here. These two Pixar movies, while in America they only got in G ratings. I'm not. I haven't got a really good memory. I'm not sure if I said The Incredibles or Toy Story, but in the UK, Toy Story is rated PG, and in America it's rated G. And in America, The Incredibles is rated PG, and you over here, ironically, even though The Incredibles has fighting scenes on it and explosions, only a U rating here. It doesn't make sense to me, but this is how they saw it. And in America, movies do not have our age rating. You can just release it and rate it. Like Hollywood movies, you want to give the movie to the MPAA, you can go and rate it, and it won't be shown at the cinema, but you can still buy it on DVD. But in the UK, every movie, TV show, game, etc., has to be rated no matter what. And in America, like I just said, you don't. It's good for them. In America, people under 13 and 17 can watch PG-13 and R-rated movies because the MPA just use the age ratings just as a tip for parents. So it's up to them whether they want to go take the kids with them to the cinema to watch a PG-13 or R-rated movie. It's completely up to them because it's their children at the end of the day. Well, in the UK, like I just said earlier, it's not like that. 15 and 18 films. So, what else was I going to say? Also, the BBFC stands for British Board of Film Classification. And also, video games in the UK are rated by the European standard mainly, called PEGI. And the age ratings for PEGI are, I think they are 3, 7, 12, 16 and 18. Sometimes they get rated by the BBFC, but that's rarely happens. It's mainly PEGI in the UK. Well, in America, the people that do the age ratings for video games is also different to the people who do the age ratings for movies. The people that rate video games in America are called the ESRB. I'm not sure what the ESRB stands for though. So basically, the age ratings for games are E for everyone, E10, or also one before E for everyone called early childhood, which is just for young kids. E10, so everyone 10 and over. T for teen, which is the equivalent to a PG-13 before video game. M for mature, means you have to be 17 or over to play it. And AO, meaning for adults only. So basically, just like with the NC-17 rating, I'm assuming the AO rating is going to be, has to be really pornographic, really graphic to get an AO rating for the video game. And the first PG-13 rated movie in America is Red Dawn. Well, we've got a 15 certificate here, but that makes sense because America's more lenient on the violence than they are here in Europe. And the first 12 film in the UK was Batman, that came out in 1989, but back then there wasn't a 12A rating, it was just 12, so if you're under 12 you couldn't see it, no matter, even if you were with your parents. But the 12A rating came out in 2002, and The Bourne Identity was the first 12A movie, and I think it was probably the first Spider-Man movie that probably made the 12A certificate get invented in the UK, because unfortunately, if you're under 12, then the first Spider-Man came out, you couldn't watch it at the cinema, period. It's crazy. But thank goodness we have the 12A rating now. Hopefully in the future we'll have an 18A rating. Probably will. And The Dark Knight got a 12A rating here and a PG-13 rating in America. It doesn't surprise me it got a PG-13 rating in America because what they like with violence, what the MPA are like with the violence over there, but it surprises me it only got a 12A over here because find a movie, especially the pencil scene with the Joker. Should have been a 15. And America's still rated R, but you know what the standards are just different in different countries. If they want to rate it PG-13, it's up to them. And if we want to rate it 12, it's up to us, but age ratings don't always get the high rating, but just people's opinions rating it. Also, there's some PG-13 rated movies that I've only got a PG certificate in the UK or a 15 certificate here in the UK. Some examples are Drugged Me to Hell or PG-13 in America, but a 15 in the UK. And there's quite a lot of horror movies that are rated PG-13. Insidious 1 and 2 are only PG-13 in America, but a 15 over here. Happy Birthday is PG-13 and 15 over here. And the first Mission Impossible movie is rated PG-13 in America, but only a PG over here. And Men in Black 1, 2 and 3 are PG-13 in America, but only a PG over here. And the Simpsons movie, that's PG-13 in America, but only a PG over here in England. I'm surprised it's only gotten a PG certificate by the BBFC because it's got some adult humour in it. Should have been rated a 12A in my opinion. And basically, in America, the age rating for a movie is only on the back of the DVD cover, while here in the UK it's on the front, the side and the back. And the BBFC lists everything, not the BBFC, the MPAA lists everything the movie contains. Well, the BBFC only lists why the movie has an age rating. I don't have any examples, but there's another video similar to this one that came out back in 2013, and he explains it. He has a similar video similar to mine. I can't remember what his name is, though. The title in his video is called The MPAA versus the BBFC, or the BBFC versus MPAA. You can check his video out if you like. And in America, basically the FCC put the age rating on every TV show on, like in the top left corner, and it's up there for like a couple of seconds or maybe up to a minute. And I think it's the FCC that rate the new TV shows. I'm not 100% sure. And their ratings for TV shows is something like TVY, early childhood, TVG, TVG, TVPG, then TV14, which is America's equivalent to, which is the TV show equivalent to PG-13, and then there's TVMA, which would be the TV's equivalent to R and NC-17. There's more, but I can't think of them from the top of my head, but those are the ones I can think of at the moment. So basically, if you enjoyed my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Peace.